Oh, hello. So today we're going to talk about some of the ARC builds that I do. I got a cool little blueprint that I found, and we're going to show that on the screen. And I'm going to talk about and show how I take one of these blueprints that I find or design, this one I found, and turn it into an incredible ARC build. And then we're going to end it with talking about some incredible skins that we found, and we're gonna make something awesome and show you how it's done. So we're playing today on Svartalheim, and what I have done is I've gone through, I've cleared resources except some bushes, and I've got kind of the basic shape of our build. It's going to be kind of rectangular-ish, but it's going to look really cool. So we're going to go through real quick, and we're going to finish taking out the bushes. Now we've cleared out all the rocks, trees, and bushes. So the first thing I like to do when we get to finally start placing more of our foundations, I look at my layout, my design here. And so the garage, you can see it says it's a 21 by 6 feet, or I'm sorry. As I look at the layout here, you can see that it's 21 feet 6 inches by 22 feet 6 inches. So what I did when I came up with this rectangle is I took all of those distances for all the rooms, added them, and then divided them by 2. So this one is 21 feet 6 inches. I rounded up to 22. And on the 22 one, I rounded down to 22. So this one's just a 22 by 22 now. And this is the garage. Now with that, since these foundations are so big, what I'm doing is I'm doing half of that distance. So that is now an 11 by 11, right? So what we got here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's going to go there. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And all the way back over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then that makes 11. So this is now our garage. So we're going to go in, we're going to fill that in with foundations right quick. Alright, so now that's finished. That is our garage space. Super easy to figure out, right? And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go over to where our pantry is. We're going to go over to where our pantry is. This is a 7 by 6. And so what I'm doing with that is I'm going across, so length then width, right? So 7 feet from that window to the barn door, and 6 feet from wall to wall. So 6 feet, 3 foundations, right? So that's going to be there. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, and this is going to be on the other side of that pantry wall, which puts that there. And then let's go ahead. We're going to drop in some... Oops. Let's go ahead and drop in some metal walls. So y'all can kind of see it taking shape. So this is going to be a wall here. And this is going to be a wall here. This is going to be a wall here. Right, so that's going to be our pantry. This is going to be... We're going to do a double door. And then... this will be some of that closet space. And we're going to go back into it. Okay, this open storage is a 7x3. So we're going to leave it 2 foundations. So this will be our last wall there. And this one's going to go across here. I don't like that those changed how they're snapped. Or I'm sorry. Yeah. So the depth on this is 3, so that's where it's going to be 2. 7, we're going to change. We'll just make it a 3x3. Nah, 3x2 is good. Alright, then we're going to go here. We're going to basically bring all of this up. So these are where I make some like subtle changes to my designs. I try to think of like my play style, and how I would end up needing to use some of the space, because when we build these, we do try to make them as functional as possible. Alright, so then let's go ahead and we're gonna wall this off. Right to there. And then we're going to go here as well. And that's going to close in our garage. Now there is a door on the side of the garage. We're going to go ahead and put it right there. And obviously we're going to need a garage door of some kind. I'm not 100% sure how tall we're going to get for the height yet. I might use a gate. We might do something different. So we're going to play it by ear and see. So the next thing is going to be our laundry room, which is going to be the same width as our open storage at the end of the closet. So that's going to be 3, and it goes up, it looks like 10 feet, so that's going to be 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's going to be our laundry room area. Now we got a couple of doors on this one. So we're going to do one there and one there. The rest are going to be all walls. And then that gets closed in there. There we go. There's our laundry room. So then we have a closet that we're going to do 3 by 6. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so this wall does not have any doors in it. This wall has a door. And then looks like no other doors leading back out. Alright, so real quick overview. That is what we're looking at so far. So we're going to have a little powder room here. We're going to have a hallway. And then a staircase is going to be over here. We'll have an entryway from the garage. That's actually going to end level with that wall. Another hallway from the pantry. Let's go ahead and bring the pantry out the rest of the way. So we're going to do a 3 by 3 pantry. Let's go ahead and give this the walls. And then we're going to go back in. We're going to add our door. Alright, so there's our pantry. So the next one's going to be the powder room. So this one is supposed to be a 7 by 3. But we're going to do a 4 by 1. So it'd be real small. Nothing fancy. So this will have a wall there. Wall there. We're going to do that. And then another door. This will be our hallway. And I'm going to say this is going to be our staircase. So let's go ahead. We're going to bring all of this and connect it. Alright, so first thing we're going to do, it's easier to knock out. We're going to get that locker room. And that goes there. And then we got our hallway. And then our staircase goes all the way. Doesn't have to, but it does go. It gives us the room to go all the way here. And we're going to utilize that space for, well, 1, stairs. We get the metal roofs. And we're going to do that. So then we're going to give it a little Harry Potter closet. So we're not going to waste our space here. This space here in this space here, we've got master bedroom and master bath. So let's go ahead. We're looking at the master bath. We're looking at 9 feet by 9 feet. Let's go ahead and round up. We're going to say 10 by 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's actually going to be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to be a 6 by 6. Actually, let's finish filling that in. So that's going to be a bathroom. And the door for this is actually centered on that diagram. All right, so we got master bathroom. And that's going to take us to the master bedroom, which actually starts. Now, I'm not a huge fan of where the pantry goes. Just in general with this house. But we are not going to change that at the moment. So we're going to fill in that 2 by 3 space there. And then this is going to be our wall for the master bedroom. Do you see it gets into the closet? It can get into the laundry room. You got a little powder room. Like, there's access to everything from here. So now we need walls. So we're gonna do walls, not like that. All the way down there. And then the first door we're gonna see is at the end of our little hallway here. Which we are actually going to adjust slightly, just so we have some more walkway space. Because I like this build to be open. I want you to have room. I'm not a huge fan of this wall here, so we're probably going to just take that out. And we'll do some storage lockers right there. So we got our pantry here. And see, just like that. We are about, I don't know, a few minutes into building if you're in creative. And you got half a house done. Alright, so here's where the shape of the house changes slightly. This is where it gets a little on the trickier side. So at the back, you can see where it says rear porch. So we can see that the rear porch is a 20 by 6. So that's going to be a 10 by 3. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's going to be our rear porch. Now what I like to do, just for a quick reference, I like to take one of those skins that I may or may not use on this one. I'm not 100% sure yet. But that way I don't get lost and everything's all the same type of material. And then we have walls down these 3 sides as well. Alright, so that's going to be our back porch. We also have a wall right along here. So we're going to put our double doors there. So now we've got our back door open and ready for use. So now we're back to our foundations. We got the dining room. It is going to be a 5x6. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, the only thing that really matters is the distance, right? Because the next thing we need is our great room. So we could even fill this in because there's no like walls or anything like that dividing the kitchen and the dining room. Not in what we're building right now. That'll come with our decorations. We got an island in there, all kinds of stuff. So this will be our kitchen dining room. Now the overall space, you can look, the kitchen is a 12 foot 6 inches, so that's 6 foundations. And the dining room's 12 foot 6 inches, so also 6 foundations. So the height for those is both, or I'm sorry, the length right here down this side is all going to be the same size. And then that's going to be 20, so should be 10 across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See that? So that works out great. Now there is a little divider right there from the hallway to the start of the kitchen, but that's all we're going to do there for walls. Now there are bedrooms on the other side of this, so we're going to go ahead, we'll do these walls as well. Alright, so there we've got our back porch, our kitchen, and dining room. So now we're going to work on our great room. So this one is 15. It's kind of hard to divide 15 in foundations. We could use quarter foundations, but we like space. So we're going to go a little bit bigger. So we're going to round up and make that a 16. Which obviously half of is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is essentially going to be our front door right there. We've got a wall here, and then aside from adding another door to it momentarily, that's going to be from here on 2 bedrooms and a couple closets and another bathroom. So knowing that this is as far out as this portion of the house is going, we can drop that, which actually means that from here to come on, to here, there we go, all of those are now completely unnecessary. Before we come back to our great room build, we already know this is going to get filled in all the way. So we're going to do that real quick. There we go. Alright, so we got that filled in. The exterior walls, there's no doors leading to the outside from these bedrooms. So we're just going to go ahead and block off this whole square real quick. Now that we know where our great room is, if we look at our diagram, we can see that directly across from the edge of the pantry to where the bedrooms start. So we're going to follow this all the way across there. This is going to end up being our doorway. I already hate it. There we go. Okay. Well, no. I want to fix that. Because these walls are facing the other way. So we're going to just follow that trend. Okay. So we got our front door. And we can see that the edge of this front edge of the great room is all square. So now we're just going to fill in this space here. Great. So all that's done. We don't have any more doors here. So we're going to close all of that off. And aside from setting up the bedrooms here, we are pretty much set. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. We're going to start on this side. Bedroom 3 is a 12 by 11. So we're going to do 6 by 5. And I can see this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look at that. Isn't that incredible? Alright. So then the bathroom is going to be a 4. We'll do 4 by 3. And so this one, we already know this space is 6 across. 1, 2, 3. So we'll make this our bathroom door. And we're not too worried about the other closet space. And then this top bedroom is going to be a 6 by 5 as well. So we already know we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so this is going to be our door. And those are fucked up. Let's fix that. There we go. But Yama, what are we going to do with this other space? It's a very good question. So you notice, if you look at that diagram real quick, you'll notice I did not include closet space for those 2 bedrooms. So I wanted to make sure I had more than enough room. So what we are going to do is from this door, we're going to go here. going to add a door there. And then, actually, we're going to do this, this, and then I keep changing my mind. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Let's fix that. There we go. So what we're doing is shifting the bathroom up in our design. And instead of having these two walls here, what we're going to do is, because again, we like big walkways, right? But that one's cut down. So we're going to go here, here, and here. And then right there, we're going to put a doorway. And then obviously we got to get into our bedroom here. So what we did is we gave them closets, a bathroom to share, and 2 bedrooms. We got our great room, dining room, kitchen, pantry, powder room, master bedroom, master bath, closet, laundry room. This is going to be a closet under our stairs. And then we've got our garage and some storage space. Next thing we have to do to finish the very first floor is we have to do our front porch. So the first part by the great room is 11 feet by 8 feet. So we're going to round up. We're going to do a 6 by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And on the other side, we're going to do the exact same thing. Did I miscount? I miscounted. Hold please. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I did miscount. Funny, Yama. Okay, let's fix it. I can know math. Okay, there we go. Same on both sides. Okay, so this is going to be 5. But we're going to expand it a little bit, just kind of even it out. So it's not too much bigger than the rest of it, but it's enough. So this will be our front porch. So there you have it. We have the ground floor and layout of our build. So the next thing we have to do is we need to decide on exactly how tall we want the ceilings to be. Now I'm a little partial to 3 walls high. We typically see 2 walls and it's like, oh, there's so much space. But 4 walls starts to feel a little excessive, right? I don't know if this is accurate, but based on general character height, I'm gonna assume that these walls are like 7 feet. Just how you look at it. 7 to 8 feet, right? So like if you put a roof on an 8-foot house, you feel a little trapped. Now if you double that, a 16-foot house, it's kind of cool. But when you triple it, 21-foot feeling, grandiose, fantastic, right? So I think that's what we're gonna do here. Like I said, mostly because I'm a little partial to it. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, down, down, burn. Look at that. Right? It feels so much bigger. Now, we could have been fine at 2 walls. But we're trying to impress people with the builds, right? So we're going to do 3. Now, keep in mind, we still got to figure out what we're going to do for a gate here. And I will probably figure that out after I do the 2nd floor. See how much room we end up with. Alrighty, welcome back. We powered through that as fast as we could. So we got the first floor done. First floor done. Couple little cleanup spots, but we've got our front porch. We've got our great room, dining room, kitchen, bedroom, closet, bathroom, closet, bedroom. We got our back porch, master bedroom, master bath, closet, laundry, powder room. We got our entryway. We got our staircase. We got a couple storage closets for the garage. And the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go to the 2nd floor. Now the 2nd floor is not gonna be as crazy. If y'all look at all of the dimensions on this stuff, it's more like an attic over the garage that's kind of doubles as a bedroom. So we're gonna work on that now. So we're gonna grab our stairs. Alright, and that's taking us to the top floor. So now, let's grab our ceilings. And we're gonna go ahead and start working on our bonus room. Now we do have a lot of space, but I don't want to use it all, right? Because I want the roof to look cool and not square boxy. But we like wide walkways. It feels opening, encouraging, and just gives the build more breathing room, right? So let's look at our dimensions real quick. We've got a 13 by 15 room. So let's round up, and we are gonna do a 14 by 16. We do have extra space, so we're gonna work on it. And with this room, what we're gonna do, so we're gonna start here because I do want the bedroom to look out, right? And I kind of want to center the hallway, so like the hallway goes right straight into the doorway. And so from here we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is going to be our bedroom space. So the hallway is going to completely connect like that. So then we have a closet off the bedroom that is a 5 by 6. So we're going to do a 2 by 3. Now remember, we want to make sure everything's divided, right? So we're going to place our walls for that now. And this closet actually opens up into the hall. So we're gonna, frick. Hold please. So we're gonna do our door right there. Alright, so there's our closet. Now the bathroom is a 7 by 8. So we're gonna go ahead, just for the space, we're gonna call it an 8 by 8. Right? And so that's gonna be a 4, 3, 4 by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. All right, let's drop our walls in for that. And this one also opens up into the hallway. 4. So we're gonna do our doors right across from each other. And drop that in there. Drop it the right way in here. There we go. And then let's add the walls to our hallway here. So this is actually going to go up like that. And then we need to add our bedroom door. Now, what I could do, right, because I was talking about bringing it right down the middle. So if you really want to be creative, you can go in here. It gets a little bit tricky sometimes with the snap points, but it is doable. But you can go here, and you can go here, and then if the art gods are with you, so it doesn't look like they are today. That's fine. There's another thing you can do, and it'll look really cool with the skins we're going to add on here. So we're going to grab our pillars. When in doubt, pillars. So we're going to add that there. And then we're going to place these here. And then we're going to add that there. So what that's going to do is give us the snap point as if it were a wall. And then you can't really see it, but we do have the door frame in there. And it's because we used the double door frame. So we're going to go back to our walls. And we're going to finish out our bedroom here. Alright, and there you have it. we have our second floor done. We have our first floor done. Now we got to go in real quick. We got to give the upstairs walls the same treatment we gave the downstairs walls. So we're going to add a couple walls on top of the ones we used to designate our room space. Look how tall that feels. Isn't that great? That's phenomenal. So this will be closet. This will be bathroom. This will be a whole bedroom. And then look at how big that staircase feels. Isn't that great? We got our garage here with the bedroom over it. And then if we go this way, this is going to take us to our front door. There we go. So there you have it. We have our completed build, with the exception of a roof, which we will be working on in just a moment.